Sadhgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, Mahabharata 358. As you may remember, Bhishma was fighting with Arjuna. There was no fight at all in any other part of the field. Everyone was bent on watching this duel, which looked as though it would never end. It was not possible to look at the terrible form of Bhishma. Surrounded by the Trigartas and the brothers of the king, he was formidable. Duryodhana was behind him. The others now began their fights. Drona fought with Virata. His bow was broken by Virata. His banner was cut too. His charioteer was next victim. Drona killed the charioteer of Virata. Virata ascended the chariot of his son Shanka, and the two of them fought with Drona. They fought beautifully. The great Drona was furious with them. He sent a terrible arrow against Shanka. The arrow pierced the armor of the young man and fell on the ground, red with the blood of the young prince. Shanka's bow fell from his lifeless fingers, and his body fell out of the chariot. Virata saw his son dead. This was the third child of his to die. He was very angry with Drona, but he was helpless against his power. He left the chariot and went away from the battlefield, with his head downcast. Everyone was sorry for Virata, but it was all part of one's luck. War meant death of one's near and dear ones. Drona continued his work of destruction. The duel between Ashwatthama and Shikhandi was still going on. Shikhandi hurt his opponent with 3 arrows, which lodged on his forehead. Angry because of the extreme pain, Ashwatthama killed the charioteer of Shikhandi and his horses too. With a sword in his hand, Shikhandi whirled it about his head and fought with Ashwatthama. He looked like a hawk wheeling about his prey. It was a terrifying sight. Ashwatthama sent a number of arrows at him. Shikhandi warded off all the arrows with his sword. He flung the sword at Ashwatthama and jumped into the chariot of Satyaki. Satyaki fought with Alambusa. Alambusa tried his Maya tactics. He was considered to be invincible, but he was no match for Satyaki. He rained arrows from the sky on Satyaki, but Satyaki sent Aindra Astra, which destroyed the Maya of the Rakshasa. Arrows flowed from the Astra like drops of rain, and Alambusa could not face it. He fled away from Satyaki's presence. Drishtadyumna fought with Duryodhana. The king fought very valiantly. He treated the onslaught of Drishtadyumna with contempt. He was made to lose his chariot by Drishtadyumna. Duryodhana fought on foot. Shakuni came to his help. He gave his chariot to the king. After a while, Duryodhana was defeated by Drishtadyumna. Satyaki concentrated on the destruction of the army. Kritavarma faced Bhima. Bhima killed his horses and he made his banner fall down. Kritavarma felt as though his body had been broken up into fragments. He had to get into the chariot of Shakuni and withdraw from the fight. Bhima had now time to do his favorite task, the destruction of the elephant army. The Kaurava army was doing its best to withstand the attack of the Pandavas, but it was not possible. Their valor was just insignificant besides that of their opponents. The water of the Ganga is sweet, but the sweetness is lost when the river loses itself in the sea. Sadhgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.